Roxanne Tunnel Tunnel West. I'm having a Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age adventure. Just... Yes. You let me do it, it's fine. I was adjusting the green screen. I forgot the words adjust and green screen. Continue up the mountain, shall I? Oh, did I climb the mountain? Refugees! Refugees won't let me be or let me be me, so let me see. No, that's... Don't run. I could talk to all these people and learn their stories. I'm not going to. Fast. But I could. How about it? Quite a difficult move, angularly. Well, it's temple grounds. A little bit of a slowdown. Floating around in there. Gallons floating in the sky are said to be the remains of the great sky continent, shattered and fallen long ago. Even now, they bleed power, robbing airships of their buoyancy. So what you want? What are you? A monkey man. Little monkey man. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, John, before you do any more stories, surely you could read to us, read from the clan primer. And you're like, oh, I know you guys love it so much, so... Okay, I'll read to you about the Great Malbro. On reaching an advanced age, sometimes Malbros have been known to transform it into an entirely different variety of Malbro, gaining rank within the vegetative hierarchy, as it were. This phenomenon is known as the spirit tree flux. It's found only in plants and related beings, or few other phyla enjoy such long life. And it's thought to be due to the absorption of the mist over several centuries. Such Malbro's bodies turn to the colour of a rich argent ore. The saliva in their maw emitting a still fouler stench than before. Classification: plant. Genus: Malbro. Something tells me that somebody accidentally put grayscale on. They're like, oh, new design. Maybe not. Ooh, Panama Rift. Got a name now. Lizard. I'm pretty sure we already had lizard. Perhaps not. Being a flesh-eating beast, 4 horns atop its head, sheathed in scales much like those of a dragon, lives in humid grasslands where it digs tunnels with its powerful forelimbs. Its extendable tongue, situated towards the front of its mouth, is divided into 4 at the tip. The creature uses it as a whip to snare prey. Thus captured still wriggling meals are bound to viscous saliva and salt-related consumption. Classification: beast. Genus: toad. Yeah, I think I saw one of those before. White wolf. Being a variety of wolf adapted to life in the frozen mountain regions. Long white fur to protect it from the bitter cold. Camouflage to it against the snow. Their shining blue eyes can see even in the fiercest blizzard. Useful for judging the position of others in pack when coordinating attacks. Generally, things that live in the snow have large black seals. Paramina Rift, comprising of a great ravine running through the mountains of the Jagd Muda. This is a barren land covered in the hoarfrost, the deep snows, not snows, leave the snows out of this, the deep snows. The spent shells of the airships hang in the frozen river. And here and there can be seen the rifts of great cities. Ruins are to ruin. You've ruined these great cities by time. The ruins of great cities built during the years of the Galtian Alliance. Many are the scholars who believe that the Panamina Rift was once rich and verdant land, and that a climate change brought about by the mist made it into a cold, harsh Jagd we see today. Classification: beast. Genus: wolf. I should have read that one before, anyway. Almost at the end. Be nice to actually be finished off once. Let's do plot-related things. Knock, knock. The gate of the holy monkey. One of those words was incorrect. I won't tell you which. Oh yeah, we're here to meet a mysterious person. Is this the mysterious person? Well, the kid's here to see a mysterious person. Drink some tea while this conversation happens. So old! Is he dead? Sir, are you dead? Come back.
Is he sleeping?
No, my child.
Whoa.
I do not sleep. I dream. For reality and illusion are a duality. Two parts of a whole. Only the mirror of dreams reflects what is true.
Anastasis, Your Grace. I am
Lay
Ashelia.
down your words. Ashelia, daughter of Ramanas, I have dreamt your dream.
Don't dream my dreams. They're my dreams.
Who better to carry on the Dalmascan line than she who bears the Dawn Shard? Your dream of a kingdom restored is known to me.
Gran Kiltias, then give us your blessing. Grant the Lady Ash her accession
I do not
to the...
suppose this is something you might reconsider.
New player.
My little emperor-in-waiting. You called and I have come.
Highly unorthodox.
This is the man I wanted you to meet. Believe it or not, he is a member of the noble house Margrace, rulers of the Rozzarian Empire.
I am but one of very, very many. Try as I might, I could not stop this war alone. Thus, I came seeking Lars's assistance. Al-Cid Margrace at your service. To think I stand before the Lady Ash, it is truly an honor. I see it is true after all. Stunning is Dalmasca's desert bloom.
In Arcadia, Larsa. In Rosaria, Al-Cid. They dream not of war. Should empire join with empire, the way will open for a new Evilis in our time.
Gran Kiltias, you speak much of dreams, but in the real world, war is upon us.
Gran Kiltias. I was told my coming here would prevent this war. I was to assume my father's throne and announce the restoration of Dalmasca, treat with the Empire for peace, and persuade the resistance to stay their hand. I have not come all this way to be asked to reconsider.
A word from you and the resistance would stop cold, and Rosaria's pretexts for joining the war scattered off to the four winds. This was what we had hoped. Alas, circumstances change. A full 2 years have passed since your reported death. Were it to become known you are still alive, I fear it could only worsen our current situation.
Because I am powerless to help.
Nay, in fact, it has little to do with you.
Then what? If Lady Ash were to extend her hand in friendship, perhaps I could then persuade the Emperor. His Excellency will solve things peacefully.
The Emperor Gramis is no more. His life was taken.
Father.
Yeah.
What possible cause could we have to lay hand on our Emperor?
A deception and an outrage! The Senate will not stand for this!
A viper amongst our
With
senators?
Chairman Gregoroth as its head.
With what dignity remained him, he confessed to the poisoning and passed his own
A
sentence.
viper with many tails. Much of the Senate is culpable.
We had no choice but to strip the Senate of authority and assign powers of autocracy to myself until such time as order...
Spare me your lies! I see the serpent coiled here before me!
Trace, you speak too freely.
Zargabath!
Really fast.
Do not tell me you join in this mama's farce!
With Rosaria poised to invade at any moment, our leader must have a free hand.
Yeah, that was a really quick conversation.
Solidor is now reduced to myself and my dear brother Larsa.
Surely you would not go so far. Vain Solidor! As Judge Magister and upholder of the law, I hereby place you under arrest.
You misunderstand. Vane did not make himself autocrat. It was the very Ministry of Law which you serve. Do you see it now, Drace? When you bared your sword at His Excellency, you bared your sword at the law.
You wear the mama's motley well, Bergen.
So yeah, it would have been nice if we saw Drace, I don't know, once
Such strength.
in the actual game.
Inhuman.
Zargabath, take the Alexander. You will accompany Bergen and bring Larsa back to me.
Sire.
Your Excellency, Lord Larsa was placed under my charge.
Oh? Perhaps you mistook your orders then. I can see no other explanation for why you were reporting and conjecturing on my doings to my late father.
Your Excellency.
A hound begging for scraps at the Emperor's table. Would you serve another master, hound? You may fulfill your duty as Judge Magister before us all.
She dead.
She has been tried and found guilty.
Your Excellency, I beg you reconsider.
Do it. I care not. Live, Gabranth. Protect the young lord. Protect Larsa.
Forgive me.
Pray be quick.
Right, now she's dead.
And so House Solidor lives on.
Yeah, that would have been a lot more emotional if I knew who Drace was. When actually Gramis...
Let us suppose you approach the Empire with a peaceful resolution. The late Emperor Gramis would have lent you his ear, that much is certain, but we are dealing with vain Solidor. Should the princess return, he would claim her an impostor, or to tempt the resistance into battle. Vane wants this war, that much is certain. As our ill luck would have it, the man is a military genius.
The dreams have told me thus. To reveal yourself would imperil us all. I see war, and Vane's name writ bold on history's page.
Arcadia's banners fly high. They are making ready for the coming war. According to our latest reports, the Western Armada prepares for war, under Vane's command, no less. The newly formed 12th Fleet has already been deployed. Oh yes, the Imperial First Fleet stands ready. They'll be underway as soon as the Odin's refit is complete. And there is more. The 2nd Caravan Expeditionary Force is being called in to replace the missing aid, so there will be no gaps. The largest force ever seen!
And then, the Nethicite is the coup de grace. Gran Kiltias, Your Grace. I spoke to you of my succession. Let us put that aside. Should I become Queen of Dalmasca now, powerless as I am, I can protect nothing. With a greater power at my disposal, perhaps then.
It is the Nethicite of which you dream?
I require something far greater.
To wield power against power. Truly, the words of a Hume child.
I am descended from the Dynast King himself.
Indeed. Then you have but one choice. Seek you the other power Wraithwall left.
Does such a thing exist?
Journey across the Paramana Rift to the still shrine of Miriam. There rests the gift he entrusted to the Gran Kiltias of his time. Seek it out. The Sword of Kings can cut through Nethicite. Why he would entrust the power to destroy Nethicite, the instrument of his greatness, to another and not to his own progeny, I cannot say. Awaken Shelia Benagan and take up your sword, or your dream will remain but a dream.
So yeah, what I was saying was...
My dream too fades into day.
Sticking a bit smug there, is that we never get to see Gramis. Like, the party never sees Gramis. Which I guess is fine, because Gramis at least has a connection to Larsa and Vayne. So I don't mind that, because... But Drace, it feels like Drace should have been in the game at some point. Maybe as a quick fight to protecting Larsa or something. And I know there were certain issues with this game not quite being finished. And I feel that's see her there? That's a unique model. She doesn't talk, she's just somebody that belongs to Al-Cid. And Al-Cid, so these two are basically the only part of Rosaria we see. Like, the entire game is about a bloody war between Rosaria and Arcadia. And we don't ever get to see Rosaria. As far as I remember. The last has gone to the sanctum of the Gran Kiltias. The news of the Emperor's assassination came as something as a shock. I was overly direct, perhaps, no matter he's in good hands now. So yeah. Obviously Vayne has framed the Senate and killed his father. Hit the bastard. And we all fear that Larsa will come soon after. But Vayne's a very interesting character, I think, of Vayne. He's not doing this necessarily for evil reason. He's, like, as I said, he's doing it for necessity. As far as he's concerned. So, if we look at Clan Pilot, because we don't get to fight Drace, we don't even get to see Drace's model. Because that would have been cool. Even if it wasn't a fight, because now there were two judges dead. And I don't know the names of the rest of them. It's Gabran and others. There was 3 in that room. and there's Zect that retired. Grace knew Zect, right? I know of at least one more retired one. So there was Bergen, he was a really strong one. I've forgotten the name of the other two. That's in there. Not actually sure where we all is. Still shiny. Excuse me. You know what I got stuck on? A bomb. And I'm now thinking that I didn't even need to fight that boss. Yeah. That would explain why I couldn't kill it. Or it's now. No. Yeah, we've got a long way to go before we're full shrine of Brilliant. I'm sure. Either that or I've got it confused with another thing. Yeah, I do have it confused with another thing. Bash is 28. So, Gambit. Look at Ash for a minute. We have Dark, don't we? We have Zara. Look at other people. Why is he not? Bash. Right. 28. 7.
Yeah.
What amazing is this? Fine piece of love. Violent. Look at the map. It's south. Yeah, he's got a hammer. Hammer in the morning.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, it's a Yeti. Amuse myself, even if I don't amuse other people. And I think that's what's most important here. have a look at my clan. Barentine Croc. Should the traveller hear a hauntingly sweet song in the wetlands, beware, for it is surely the dulcet lure of the Barentine Croc, a crafty and dangerous beast, forever in cold climes and dank underground caverns. The thick layer of moss-green fur covering much of its bulk is of great density, containing air pockets which further insulate the beast against the elements, making it better suited for living in the harsh environs than its gator brethren. Classification beast, Dennis Gator. Oh, well, it's hit by. Yeti. Thick coat of fur is the perfect protection against the cold in the snow-covered mountain ranges where these creatures reside. In olden times, it was said that the mountain gods lived in snowy crags and the villagers would offer them sacrifices for a good favour. That's why I really believe that these gods were in fact Yeti, who had succeeded in cowering superstitious local residents. Its classification is giant, genus behemoth. Wild onion, thought to be a variant of the mandragora, the vines that reach up from its collar covering its face like a mask. Notes, famed naturalist Merlos, it weareth its skin in layers, much like to the root of the similar name, perhaps for the offering of protection against the cold. Men say that great gaping orifice on its face was gouged by a shard of ice born of a midsummer blizzard. Though its former mouth was a passing small, befitting naught but low whimpering, its prodigious new one screameth full loud and full, much as the foul beast could, thence owning it his name. Classification plant, genus mandragora. Let's look at that. Didn't plan this in. Oh, I didn't finish it. So this is a level 5, don't worry about that. That is not handed in. That is also level 5. When we get red, I'll try it again. Yeah. So in this game, Behemoth can stand up. The Freywood! Oh, Freywood. Freywood. This ain't where I'm supposed to be, I don't think. On the Freywood. Where's the way down? Also, wow. I would never have guessed winter lightning. I'm not sure I'm a bit dead.
I never miss. My regards.
You never forget to say that, do you?
Let me show you how it's done.
Charge.
Heads up!
Next. Oh, the kills it. I just straight up stop talking. It's cold, you should do up his shirt. He pulls apart the thing and then puts it back together. Listen. Shatterheart. Punch, punch, punch. Punch. Punched a hole in reality there.
Shatter.
Bad. Wind burst! It takes an awful long time for extra summons to come in this game. Right. What is this thing? Oh, I think I got it right. Turn we on? Let's save the game, yeah. We'll almost die. Oh yeah, I barely started this one. Well, that's not halfway through. So, clan power. So, slave and water. Being beasts once used to pull freight sledges filled with heavy materials over rough mountainous terrain. With innovations in transportation, it grew scarce. Now only few remain. These feral stores of fat under the thick hides of their backs provided sustenance when famine visited gold barren climes where they once worked. Observers have attested to the impressive efficacy of these deposits, and individuals having reported survived over a year without nourishment. Classification giant, genus, leave. Dark skeleton. No ending now, but whatever. Being a black-boned demon skeleton of a man whose strength faltered and failed in a place rife with darkness. They are driven by the need to create more of their ilk, so they exude dark energies, polluting all around them. The greater their number in a given area, the more likely it is the others will join their eternal vigil. Classification undead, genus skeleton. Skull Knight. Being an ancient knight whose elegant bearing betrays nothing the weight of his thick steel armor, he wields a spear with the expert grace of elder times. In the distant past, I read all this, didn't I? In a war fought in a land of extreme cold, those that lost their lives became undead, being henceforth known as the Brothers of Bone, the numbers being equal to the losses on both sides, returning them all to the land's warm embrace. Be an epic undertaking. Classification undead. Genus skeleton. Mount Bur-Omeses, the sacred mountain of the Kiltias sect, located in north of the jagged Remuda. A temple was built here by the believers to mark the place. The founder of the Light of Kiltia began to spread the teachings. There are accounts of the holy city here dating back to the writings from the Edge of the Galtian Alliance. In its long history, Mount Bur-Omeses has never fallen under the control of any foreign power, and the understanding that the Kiltias followers have exempted themselves from political dealings in other lands. The Kingdom and Empire have formed a pact to guarantee the holy city's independence, an agreement which still stands to this day. It would not be inevitable Mount Omasace itself, a shrine to Kiltia. Apart from the temples, there are only a few residencies, roadside shops, catering to the steady stream of pilgrims. In recent years, refugees from war-torn lands have gathered here, forming camps on a part of the mountain. The priests of Kiltia give them aid. They might live here in peace. Mount Omasace is surrounded by the Yagd. The faithful must cross the inner Naldian Sea, boat, pilgrimage to the holy city. And we'll leave that, I said that. Now hopefully, this is not the Fey Wood. Oh wow, look at that! It's a twin turn here. Let's find something and check out. Do this. Why is Bash not attacking? Bash can definitely reach him. He's got a bow and arrow. Why is he attacking him? How long he's been like that? Oh god, it attacked us! I need to have a knot. Probably swap, damn it. Yeah, that's my best. Here we go. Let's run that. Talia. Oh, that was meant for Ibis. Why is he not? Oh, damn it. Why was that turned off? How have things been done? Okay. That's fine. I think it's that will do. There we go. Good sign, I see buildings. Oh yeah, no, I got this confused with another place. Ring, Tourmaline ring. Oh, another one. Maybe rings do I need? What's that? I'm going to turn the fast forward off. It's a bit epic. Let's get ourselves the Sword of Kings. Battle lines. Step on through. This suspicious sized room. Who's there a safe on that before? There's a safe on that. Let's grab this. Ice shield. Miriam crystal. Let's save our game. And yeah, we're in good time. Yes! It's gonna be in the team. I'm not sure. I think before we go, I should level up some people. Oh, you last. Yep, there's. So. You'll get number 6. What have we on 6? I think there's no rush. Not very exciting, actually. So, I think never can. Gosh. Oh, now he's basically. You know, just taking that 25 one, but. Now. Oh, it's finished, isn't it? Pretty well. Okay. Quite exciting, but cool. So, sure she has all the spells. This. Cool. Don't know what it does. Almost finished, don't we? And the clock. Hello. What do you do? Oh, spells and stuff. Who would do that? Oh. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff down here. Like those two. Well, we're gonna need heavy armor 6 eventually. feel silly buying those cheap ones because you don't get a lot. No. What is Van doing? The brakes are nice. What's the point of him? Well, we're going to need to go down here eventually. I'm sure he's pretty good for swords. Yeah, he is. I think that's right. Okay. More daggers and stuff. Go down here. There's more health. There we go. Now I probably should have saved. I'll find it. Just save again. Be fine. I'm gonna die. May as well. Grab a drink. Walk forwards. You never know, it just might be, you know, somebody to shake my hand. Hello. Of their own accord, we'll shut all the doors apart for one blessed of the Gran Kiltias. Graceful and merciful Father, watch over you, Baron. Baron is. Knock knock. The still shrine of Miriam! I assume that's Miriam. I remember this. The pedestal bears, let's read the inscription. The words seem to have been left by King Wraithwall. Treaty Seeker, relic held, this pedestal embrace. Now I know how this works. This one. Nether side bearer, embracer of the Dawn's light. I summon you. Nothing. So we have to equip the Dawn shard. I'll take immediately off. What are we carrying? Yeah. No! Ah! What's a device? Maybe Ash. Oh, one shard. Some stairs to walk down. Bats around here. Time to strive the treaty seekers these doors to unbar. Horn shard. Magic binding the runes fade. That's quick. Golden amulet. Some. Dragon AVs. Oh crap. Fall back. Level 28. Bash. No, I'll put it frantic because I accidentally used it. New faces. What's this? Treasure. Countdown. Stop that jump. Okay. Emperor Avis. Called Emperor for its intricate pattern upon its wings, much resembling exquisite embroideries, such as one might find upon the Emperor's robes. Living mainly in the deep ravines and the gulches of a mountainous terrain, the eyesight has deteriorated in the dark, so they may hunt primarily the other senses. They sense much through their distinctive horn, which serves withal as a vicious weapon for the impaling of foes. So classification: dragon, genus plateworm. This Quintania, being a strain of plateworm, residing in the dark reaches of the Palomino Rift, having evolved a feather covering to protect it against the harsh cold. Its smooth metallic carapace is coated in an oily secretion which prevents snow from adhering to its surface. According to legend, mages once used these creatures in the workings of great magic, powerful enough to destroy all of Evilise. Yet little is recorded about the magic itself. Oh yeah, hang on. Genus dragon. Classification dragon. Genus plateworm. We have the ice elemental. Being an elemental of ice from the freeing blizzards of the north. The coming of such beings is perceived differently by the various peoples of Avilis. To some it is a holy thing, blessed and ephemeral, as the passing of the seasons. To others, is the harbinger of hard times. As a matter of fact, cold spells do visit the places where ice elementals gather, but research into the precise nature of their relationship with the weather is frozen, so to speak. No new discoveries having been made in years. Classification: ice elemental, genus elemental. This is the Aeltap rumors. Know you of the mage power Shishak? It is said that it is a helm made to heighten the magical powers of knights, helpful when you spend long years training your body, few years training your mind. I've heard they use chimera heads to give it the magics it needs. Gives one cause to think that even the savage chimera brighter than your average sword swinger. He's brighter, up the nose. Well, no, actually I didn't know. Anyway, that was float. Get rid of the way. Dragon Avis. Yeah, we just met 3 plateworms in a row. Being a dragon that has lived in the darkness for such a great span of time, its eyes is withered. Yet its sense of touch has grown so acute that it may sense the slightest source of heat upon the air, thereby distinguishing obstacle from foe. Avis summons to the mind word for demon's armor. In ancient tongue it is, and indeed the worm's carapace, is as impenetrable as the hardest steel. Killed a bunch of these though, so they're not bad. So classification: dragon, genus plateworm. I like that he's got different horns. Oh, near an hour. Now he's got a thing as well. Just saying. So, let us quit. Play on John again. Pedestal. There we go. That's some steps now. Back down. I'm just gonna keep on him. Sorry, that was probably done. No, that's... Look, it's green. That's not suspicious or anything. The crystal bug. Get crystal off. Crystal appears. You know what? I am actually going to take off this bone shard. Pull that thing off. The blood gargus. See what he looks like. Ash is now level 29. So sounds a nightmare. So what time are we on? We're on almost an hour, so no reading. It's doing well times 4. Sword of Judgment. The Guardians 3, I trust that the worthy may pass, all others be shunned. There we go, we open the door. Have a lamp. And the door. Food. I trust him knows that I've got the oh, she's got the shield on. So I've got the dawn shot by now. Thinking done that already, so we'll go down the side. Of course we are. Wash, wash. Let's go through this door. Just over an hour. I want to find one of those. Fasting. Boom. What's this room like? Right, I actually want to go back into the room. Sort of trying to do everything and rush at the same time. It's just that little slower attacking. Oh god! Yeah, there you go. No one's exploded on me yet though. Okay, done. 2. Ruby ring, lovely. Later. Yeah, I don't want to go too far over time. Don't want to risk doing it right now. The next save point, I'll let you go. Zombie, wasn't it? Samurai. Read the inscription. Guardians 3, face ye the blade with relic barrow, join your fealty swear to me. Okay. I can rotate the statue. Clockwise. I think that is the correct direction. Okay, cool. I might just make it. I think it's been surprisingly slow, but... Go! Zombie warriors. Not near as well, am I? Quite the chamber. Dark. Yeah, I'm definitely over time. I'm going to level up soon, surely. I'm just going to walk past him. Doing pretty. This stage, I'm just looking at it. Pretty cute. Right, I've been John Proxion live and on channel John West. I've been having a Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age adventure, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.